That's it.
Could I ask Stella, in terms of the technical production of stained glass, has there been any changes in how stained glass is produced over the last 100 years?
Well, yeah, I mean, the way this window is made, part of it is done with lead, which, like this outer frame here, is in lead and the sunbeams, and this is a piece of lead, which is what we use to actually, and this is like more traditional, this is lead came. But in this window, because there's a lot of detail, I've also used a Tiffany style, which is what was developed to make like Tiffany lamps. So it's wrapped in copper foil and then soldered together, so you can get a lot finer detail. And I've also even done little bits of foil work on top of the glass, extra bits to just give it more detail as well. Yeah, and I've done a little bit of painting on. Traditional windows do have quite often quite a lot of painting on, so I've just used a little bit of that.
Wonderful. And in terms of inspiration for the design, do you like to work as an individual, or do you pull in ideas from other people who may have commissioned you, or that you've seen in books and been inspired by?
Yeah, it's always a combination. I mean, I've worked in lots of different styles, and I'm quite happy to work in lots of different styles because it's, you know, something new and something fresh. And this one there was a panel that I had of a saint that I really liked, and when we were talking about it, that kind of came in mind. So I kind of had that in the back of my mind when I was presenting him. If I do private commissions, I'm quite often, you know, led by the style that people are interested, or even the colours, you know, because when you look at glass, there's different colours that call to different people. So I like to let people choose the colours that really, you know, resonate for them.
So Stella, how does stained glass like link to heritage and history, preserving history, or does it?
Well, I suppose for one thing, it's quite an enduring medium. It doesn't fade, and you know, there's plenty of stained glass windows, like Victorian stained glass windows, 100 years old, that are in quite good condition still now. And obviously church windows, a lot of them are hundreds of years old, and they might need a little bit of renovation, but they do last. And I think that's something that I've enjoyed when I've worked with a group. It's that nice feeling that you're making something and it's gonna last longer than you are, you know, and that's something quite nice, I think. So yeah, it gives it kind of that enduring quality, and knowing, I mean, I think it is very much about colour, and you know, the light through the colour is what is so inspiring, and it's just uplifting to look at somehow. I mean,